I'm going to show you how you can cut a dead straight perfect line across any board or sheet if you do not have a track saw with you. All you will need is 2 clamps, a straight edge or a straight piece of timber, and obviously a saw to cut with. First thing, I'm just going to mark the board where I want it to be cut. In this case, my measurement is 2440, so I'm just going to mark it like so. Then I'm going to bring my tape measure over to my saw and very gently I'm going to place my tape measure up against the saw blade and measure from the saw blade to the edge of the base plate. Right there we can see that's 37 millimeters to the edge of that base plate when I'm gently butting into the saw blade. I'm then going to subtract that measurement from 2440, flip out my tape and mark that 2403, which is 37 millimeters less, but you want to check what your saw is. It might be different than 37. Then I'm going to go and mark the same measurements on the other side of my board. I want to mark that 2440 as well, just so I can make sure my saw is cutting in that right place. Then we're going to run our straight edge or straight piece of timber across those 2403, those smaller marks we subtracted, and clamp them on tight and firmly on either side. You want to make sure this is perfectly on your marks. Once then, you can just run your saw hard up to your straight edge and go across your piece of sheet, your board, what you're cutting, and trace it along and cut that mark perfectly. Once you're done, you will see you've got a perfectly straight cut board. This works doing rips along the length of the board, just as long as you've got a long enough straight edge or piece of timber. And you want to make sure you've packed underneath your board hard enough too, so that your straight edge stays hard onto your board and that your saw won't actually go under your straight edge and cut off that straight line. There you have it. You'll get a perfect, nice straight cut every single time doing that with no track saw needed.